Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Catalyst webinar series presented by the Education Committee for the Southern California PGA. The Catalyst webinar series is a bi-weekly educational platform for creating success and change in your club and career. We're very excited and proud to welcome Tim Campbell from IKONIK Golf. Tim was with Callaway for 18 years. He lives in Pittsburgh currently, but he grew up in San Diego, so he qualifies as a Southern Californian. He's definitely a Southern Californian at heart. His passion is golf and constant improvement. Tim, welcome to the Catalyst webinar series. Thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you, John. I appreciate you and the Southern California section having me, and I appreciate everyone on the call taking a time out of your day to listen about IKONIK Golf. So you probably haven't heard of us. We're actually launching our app in about 10 days. And just to give you an idea of where we're coming from, everyone in the company, we've all been in the golf business probably, I'm probably the baby at 25 years. And so we're very familiar with how difficult instruction is. And, you guys do your job, but I think one of your challenges is that, your students, they don't always come prepared to the lesson, right? Or you teach them something and then they may or may not even practice it between, the time you have the lesson and the next time you see them. So it's probably frustrating on your part. And I think part of, and then there's people like me that I only call my coach when there's a problem, and then I don't see him or her for, another month or so. So I think the challenge you guys have is there's no continuity and there's no process. And that's what we've come up with. I just want to be upfront. We do not tell you how to teach. You guys all have your own methodologies, your own way of teaching. So we want you to keep doing what you're doing. But what we do is we help you deliver your instruction a little bit more efficiently, and which will lead to better retention for your students. So let's start off. Okay, so no matter what type of golf professional you are, you can use our app effectively. So if you're a head pro or an assistant pro and you coach just to supplement your living because you have so many other responsibilities at the golf course, it's for you. Or if you're an instructor and that's all you do is teach, it's also for you. So it has applications for everyone. So what is it that we do? We, as you can see here, we're built for you guys to deliver personalized instruction and training for your students. And you're looking at the app right there. So the way this presentation is going to go is in a second, we're going to go through a 5-minute video, and it's going to tell you a little bit about IKONIK Golf. And then at the end of this presentation, which is about 15 minutes long, we're going to take Q&A. If we can get if technology is working with us, we're going to do an end around, and I'm going to, as a bonus, try to go on the app itself and do a navigation. But if it doesn't work, that's okay too. So one final thing before we get to the video, I want everyone to know that we're a B2B2C. So there's some apps out there, and there's some, of course there's YouTube, but we don't go directly to the consumer. Everything we do goes through a golf coach and a member of the PGA. All right, so we're going to start the video right now. It's about 5 or 6 minutes long.
There has never been a better time to be a golf coach. New technologies have students and coaches more excited about golf instruction than ever before. Students have more access to instruction and are learning in a number of different ways. Over the last few years, we got together with the e-learning industry to figure out how we can develop the most effective tools for coaches to teach and train their students. We have brought this to life. We know one thing for sure. As time goes by, technology has become a larger part of our everyday lives. That includes everything we do, from family to fun to work. By partnering with IKONIK, you'll be on the cutting edge and amongst the best in the business.
IKONIK is a digital academy builder tool designed into a technology platform and delivered through a mobile app. Sounds simple, right? Well, in fact, other than all of the technology and software that goes into the back end, for the coach and for the student, it couldn't be more simple. Each of your students will go through an onboarding process that will give you, their coach, some great insight into who they are and how best to coach them. This information will be used as a form of artificial intelligence stored inside of the platform that will suggest and deliver customized instruction that suits each one of your students individually. As a coach, you can access all of your students and all of the interactions you've had with each of them right here at your fingertips. Possibly the most important feature of your IKONIK Academy is that the platform will allow you to store and build a medical-like record for each and every one of your students. Simply put, IKONIK will not only make you a better coach, it will give your students the best chance to improve. You might ask how? Well, IKONIK is designed for any coach to deliver instruction, test their students, track progress, and communicate through chat and video. IKONIK provides the opportunity for a complete and modular approach to delivering golf instruction. Using the IKONIK tools, a coach will have the opportunity to put a student through the 4 elements of process training: test, teach, train, retest. Process training is truly the most effective way to coach, not just golf, but anything. Without the ability to test your students, deliver instruction content up front, and track progress, the effectiveness of any golf coaching will certainly be limited. Your academy comes with a complete textbook of training, learning, and scoring modules to use as the ultimate resource of content at the fingertips of the IKONIK coach. The modules are all written and filmed by some of the top coaches in our business. IKONIK was developed as a product for the coach. It is not built for consumers to browse and view content with no purpose. The only way a student can view any instruction content is if it's delivered to them by their coach. We are certain that some of you would like to record and use your own teaching content instead of the content loaded into the textbook. We have made it very simple for a coach to take any of the modules in the textbook and make them your own. You can replace the video and any of the text content right on your mobile device. All of the modules that you create will be listed in your library and easily identified by a different colored icon. There are major benefits of digital delivery of your instruction content to your students using the IKONIK Digital Academy. When your student has the opportunity to view instruction before they come to see you, it is likely that your time spent together will take on a whole new dynamic compared to the traditional 1-hour lesson. As you get used to using your digital academy, you will start to see new opportunities for you to reassess how and when you schedule your range time with your students. This will have a profound effect on the quality of your coaching and the stress put on your lesson book. IKONIK is designed as an aggregation of tools for any coach to use in whichever manner they are comfortable. All new coaches will register for our digital training course. This training course will focus on and help all coaches to get comfortable with the tools, the business models, and the applications of digital coaching. Once the training is complete, one of our account managers will hold a business consultation meeting with you to help develop your coaching services menu and assist you in inviting your students to join your academy. Come and give us a try. This just may be the best business decision you have ever made.
My name is Tom Henderson. I'm the 2015 PGA Professional of the Year and candidate for Secretary for the PGA of America. Our job as PGA professionals is to make the game more enjoyable for our members and our students. IKONIK helped come out with a digital platform to give us the tools to do that. If you get a chance, check out IKONIK Golf. It's going to help your game. It's going to help your students' game.
All right. Hopefully that was a little helpful, and it gives you kind of an idea of what we are and what we do. And by the way, if you guys have questions, feel free to, I think there's a chat function there. You can ask John, and John can relay them to me. So again, I think you have some challenges out there, and that's that, you guys do your job very well, but there just aren't, it just lacks continuity and a process. And then, the last thing you want your students to do is go onto YouTube. We want you to be a resource for them top to bottom. So you saw this wheel on the platform, and I want to go over this. You're going to see this actually twice because this is very important. So process training is the way the human brain learns anything more efficiently. So whether your kids at home are learning math or science or reading, or you guys are teaching your students a very complex game like golf, this is the way that you can show big improvements to your students. So if you start in the upper right-hand corner, you have to test them, right? And we provide you the tools to test your students. And then you have to teach them, and then you train them. And then at some point, whether it's monthly, quarterly, 6 months, whatever you see is necessary, you have to retest them to see, against that benchmark that you originally created, to see how they're doing. So these lesson modules, and you saw it in the video, this is kind of who we are. When we launch in about 10 days and you guys sign up, there's going to be at your disposal 300 lesson modules. And these lesson modules are on all facets of the game. They're on all types of swings, short game chipping, iron play, long play, driving. There's also fitness, there's etiquette, there's rules, there's strategy, there's everything. And it's not just like things on YouTube. It's not just a video, right? It's one part of it, but inside, I mean, our lesson modules are very robust. Inside each lesson module is a video, but there's also lesson cues, there's key points, there's training sessions, there's practice sessions, everything. And one of the best things about this, I know some of you are probably wondering, like, well, can my students browse this library of 300 videos? And the answer is no. You guys are in total control. Not only can you edit these modules, but you're in total control what you send to your students. Now, once you send these modules to your students, then they get to keep them on the platform, and they get to look at them anytime they want, anywhere they want. Now, you saw this picture on the video. So we've had some coaches that have wanted to buy a platform so they can create their own digital platform, their own library, right? Well, you can do it on our platform. You can change anything. If you are okay, if you don't have time to create your own content, and you're okay with these instructors, and by the way, there's about 5 instructors that we're using, and they're all either top 100 or they're top in their state. So they're very good instructors. If you want to use their videos, you absolutely can. And you can, along with us, we created all those lesson cues and key points. But if you want to edit any part of these videos, you absolutely can. And it's literally, I don't know if you remember in that video, it takes seconds to delete a video and add yours from your camera roll on your phone. And then you can change any of the content inside the modules as well. So now going back to the process training wheel, those 300 modules will allow you to do all 4 of these things. So we're going to have assessment modules. If you start in the upper right-hand corner, working clockwise, we have assessment and scoring modules that are going to allow you to assess your students and test them in each category, whether it's chipping, putting, long game, etc. And you're going to be able to see their strengths and weaknesses. And then as you go clockwise, you're going to be able to deliver that instruction and teach it. So if you know that you're teaching Mrs. Jones a bunker play lesson on Thursday morning, you can actually deliver that module prior to the lesson. So either A, she can practice it, or B, she can watch it and have a better understanding. So remember at the very beginning when I said that they don't come prepared. Now there might be some that still don't come prepared because that's just, some people are like that. But at least this way, they're going to have the ability to come a little bit more prepared for the lesson. So when they get there, you can dive right into it. And again, they're going to have that lesson module. They're going to start creating their own library. Then if you keep going clockwise, you're going to help train the movement. And then finally, you're going to use those assessment and scoring modules, again, whether it's quarterly, monthly, whenever, to retest, to see how they're doing. If you're doing really well, keep doing what you're doing. If you they're showing, if they're not showing improvement in certain categories, you can go about it a different way. All right, so to reiterate, again, how we work, our modules, we're going to give you the tools to assess and test your students, to deliver content up front if that's what you choose to do. And the student can then consume these modules at any time, anywhere. And you know, that's important because I know I personally would take lessons, and I'm a pretty decent golfer, and I'd leave the lesson and everything was great. 2 days later, I'd go to the range and I would forget what my teacher told me. That's going to be a thing of the past because now I'm going to have that module that I can look at all times. And then finally, you're going to be able to track the progress of your student. So you guys are experts on the golf swing. You may be experts in some of these too, and if you are, then fantastic. But we have, Mach 3 speed training, we have nutrition, and we have an awesome, in the app at no charge, we have like 50 modules on nutrition and fitness. But if you want to get more in depth, you can do that. We have Rotex motion, fluid motion factor, golf psych, and college recruiting playbook. So you can actually sell these to your students and make money off it. All right, so let's talk economics. This is actually a platform and an app that you're going to make money off of. So there's a one-time $50 fee that it'll help you on the onboarding process. When you download the app, there's about a 25 or 30-minute video. It's a really good video, and it's going to tell you how to use the app properly. Now, that, because of what we're going through with COVID-19, that $50 is deferred until 2021. And there's also going to be two other seminars, if you will, not really seminars, but we call it Coaching Forward. It's a course that are really going to open up some doors for you financially. And those are going to be, is a charge for those. I think they're $100 and $200. Those two, you can take those at any time, or you don't have to. But if you want to take them now, that's also deferred to 2021. So let's talk economics. You will pay $0 a month to use our platform. We charge the student $20 per month. And you're going to be giving them so much value, I promise they're not going to think twice about the $20. Now, let's look at the lower left-hand corner. You're going to get back, if you have 0 to 49 students, 20%, and then it goes up 50 to 99, 25, and then over 100, 30% back. So the average golf pro in the United States has about 30 to 40 students that they teach. So if you do the math, 30 times $20 times 12 months times 20%, you're actually going to make money off our platform, $1,440. Now, if you go all the way to the right, my coach, I asked him how many students he has, and he says, Tim, I have about 300 in my database, and I have about 150 that I regularly teach. So he is going to make close to $1,000 a month off our platform. But he told me, he said, Tim, I'm going to invite everyone. I'm going to invite everyone, and some of those 150 that I don't teach regularly, I'm going to see if I can get them to join. And I'm at least going to deliver content to them. I might give a free lesson every week. So they're getting a free lesson from me every week. they're going to feel like they're getting value. And by the way, we're going to also deliver content every week. We're not going to deliver a lesson that will interfere in your instruction. So in other words, we're not going to teach someone how to draw a golf ball, but we might send a lesson that says, here's how to read Bermuda greens, or hey everyone, it's time for your invitational, here's a match play strategy, or rules of golf. We have etiquette too, where, and this is for you as well, where you can actually be a resource to your students. If you have a new golfer that's just getting started, golf can be scary, and you can send him or her etiquette modules. But those are the types of modules that we're going to send out for free once a week. And if you don't want us to do that, just let us know and we'll opt out. And by the way, I don't know if you saw that on the very bottom, we do offer PGA Retirement Plus. So no matter how you want to use this, you can use this platform in its most simplistic form, and that's just deliver content to your students on a weekly basis. You can also use the tools on there. We have smart chat functions. We have video chat functions. We have live video. If you have students that go back to Canada in the summer, you can keep them as students year-round. You're not going to have to lose that revenue because you're going to be able to keep them as an IKONIK, as a member of your academy. And by the way, it is going to be your academy, not an IKONIK academy. And then if you use all the tools that we have, you're going to be able to use the process training. But the academy is yours. You're going to be able to make money off it. It's going to aid in the students increasing their retention, like for the reasons we talked about. And you can use it any way that you want. So that is the end of the presentation. Now, if you guys have any questions, I would let John know right now. If you want to get a hold of me, just send it to sales@ikonikgolf.com, and IKONIK is spelled with K's. Either that or tim@ikonikgolf.com. Either one will get to me. I'm going to put this back in. I'm going to put the screen back up, but I want to show you one more thing, and this has nothing to do with golf, but I wanted to show you how we're funded. So you guys all recognize those logos at the bottom. You probably recognize the Los Angeles Dodger logo. Well, the ownership group that owns the Los Angeles Dodgers also owns a venture capital firm in New York called Elysian Park. And if you're Dodger fans, you know that Elysian Park is behind Dodger Stadium. Anyway, Elysian Park is who is financing us. So we're well funded now and we'll be well funded into the future. So John, are there any questions out there?
Yes. Just can you revisit how the pricing works, Tim?
Absolutely. One second here. Okay. So again, any type of the initial fee for $50 is waived or deferred until, and it's only $50 until 2021. And then there are other courses that you can take. You can take them now if you want, and all those fees, again, it'll only be $100 or $200 deferred until 2021. So how this works is, let's say if you want us to collect the money from your students, we can do that. And then you will get the money back in the revenue shares down at the bottom, 20, 25, 30%. Now, some of you might sell subscriptions or programs. You might charge like $1,000 for the year or $2,000 for the year, whatever it happens to be. If you want us to charge you the $20 per student per month, and you just want to pay for that and put that into their annual program fee, you can do that. We can get creative. We can charge the club if you want. So that's something that we have some leeway there. Or again, we can just charge your students $20 and then you'll get it back. your share every single month.
Another question here, Tim. In terms of IKONIK and how it compares to ADM models such as PGA.coach, can you explain the key differences between IKONIK and other ADM models?
Well, I'm not totally familiar with the ADM model. I mean, we're just, our thing is process training. And I think in many, I'm sure ADM has some parts of that. So, we're giving you the ability to process train with us. And then you're also having the ability to use our platform it'll be your platform. It'll be literally, the John Kulo School of Golf or whatever it happens to be. So it's kind of, you're getting two things, but I'm not familiar enough with the ADM model to say how it compares. I do know that we are going to be a part of the PGA on their website as one of their premier elite vendors. So we are going to be on, I don't know if it's PGA.com or PGA.coach.
And in terms of branding, what's your marketing platform and how are you guys getting yourselves out there, not only to the PGA professional, but just the golf world in general?
Well, our initial go around is going to be right with the PGA sections like yourself, John. So we're in the process of, we've already formed partnerships with about 10 sections, and we're going to be just reaching out to golf coaches all around the country. Our goal is to hit all 41, and we're just going to, hit them with email blasts. We're going to be doing webinars. We already are taking part, and we're speaking at some fall meetings. I know we're going to be doing yours in December, I think. We have 4 or 5 already coaching and teaching summits that we're going to have speaking engagements with, and that number is going to increase. And then eventually we will, a consumer can go to our website when we launch and they can download the app, but they can't really activate it because they have to find a coach. So we will then direct them to coaches in their area, or we're going to be directing them, part of that higher education series with us. If you take some of those courses, you're going to be eligible to be, if someone, is in Montana and wants to take a lesson, and if you want to give digital lessons to people anywhere in the country, they can actually, there's going to be a drop-down screen, and they're going to be able to choose a PGA member that they can take lessons from. But as far as direct-to-consumer marketing, right now, it's not in stone how we're doing it. We're going to be doing it through the PGA coach and through the sections.
Can you go back and display or play some of the instructional videos for review?
Yeah, you want to watch I can try to.
Yeah, I think that'd be tremendous if we could see it, a practical application.
Do you want to watch the video, or do you want me to try to share my phone?
I think, we talked about that earlier. If you could share your phone, I think we should give that a try. I think it'd be tremendously helpful for the members on the call.
You got it. It'll take 2 or 3 minutes, John. I'm gonna stop showing my screen, and then when I get it all up and running, if it works, then I'll go back to sharing my screen. Okay.
Oh, actually, we might get disconnected if you do that. Is there any way that you could just minimize what you're doing there? That way we don't lose you? Because if you stop sharing your screen, we'll lose you.
Is that right? Let me see.
But you could minimize your PowerPoint, and then you're free to. But I mean, we'll still be looking at just so you know, we'll still be looking at your computer. Oh, we lost you.
All right, I'm still here. Are you okay? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you on the audio. None of us could see anything on the visual though. But you wanna try and pull up if you can?
You know what? I think I have an end around. Hold on. You can still hear me though, right? You can't see my screen?
You. Yeah, we got you.
Okay, hold on one second. One second. I appreciate your patience. And while I'm getting this on, so I need 1 or 2 more minutes. Are there any other questions while I'm getting this up?
At the moment, no, but hold on just a second.
Okay.
How long has IKONIK been around?
We haven't even launched our product. It's been around about 2 years. We've been in the development phase, and we were at the PGA show this year, and our app launches. The app is done. We're just finalizing the touches. Our first group is going to be on next week, and then we're going to go live May 1st. So we are a new company. Now, we did have another platform that we used in the UK, and we scrapped it, learned a lot from it, and now we're starting with this. All right, I'm almost there. Can you see anything? Yeah?
No, we can't see anything yet.
All right, let's see how are we going to do this.
I got another question that's come through.
Sure.
Where is IKONIK based? And who are the developers? And what are their golf instruction or golf industry backgrounds and expertise?
I'm sorry, what was the second one?
Who are the developers of IKONIK? And what's their instructional or golf industry background and expertise?
Well, I don't
want to pepper you with questions if it's taken your concentration away from getting the visual back up.
Let me see. Can you see that?
Yes, we got that. Now we're looking at you.
Hold on. I don't know that it's you know what? I don't know that it's going to allow me to I don't know that it's going to allow me.
Well, we can see you and your presentation.
Yeah, John, it's not going to allow me to show my phone.
Very well. I mean, we've got, we're already past the 8:30 mark.
Let me answer this. You want those questions answered, or?
Yeah, please. We're basically back to the question: where is IKONIK based? Who are the developers, and what's their instructional or golf industry background and expertise?
Okay. So we're based in Boston. Our CEO lives there. We all work remotely. I'm in Pittsburgh. We have people in Nashville, Sarasota, Houston, all over the place. The developers, really, we gave them the content, right? Us and our golf professionals. They're affiliated with that company that owns the Dodgers own. The Dodger ownership owns that Elysian Park. Well, Elysian Park owns a company called Friends and Family, and they build apps. They work with Apple, and they're the best at building apps. So you probably the app that when you download it, it's going to be very, very intuitive. So they're just building kind of the engine to the application. Our instructors, we have 5 instructors that do the videos and that have helped us create the content. One thing, I'll give you their names. Many of you might know them, but when they're saying in the video, they never say their names, because we like to call ourselves agnostic. we do not want your students to go Google these instructors. One of them, his name is James Hong. He's in Long Island. Another is J.J. Wood. He is in Houston, Texas. He played at Oklahoma. He's been Player of the Year down there. Great teacher. His name is Jeff Smith. He's in Indiana. We have Tina Toms, who's a top 100 instructor. She's at the Biltmore in Scottsdale. And with their help, they helped us create this content. Now, our education background, we're really into, our CEO was in golf, but he got into e-learning. And that's where we really got, we wanted to take and really take instruction to the next level and have you guys give the ability to do it digitally. And that's why, we reached out to a lot of e-learning experts that taught us about process training. And so we kind of used e-learning experts along with golf professionals. And if you guys want, reach out to me at this email address, and I'll be more than happy to give you a one-on-one. I use a different platform. I use Zoom, and it's a little bit easier to share the screen that I wanted to share. And I'd be more than happy to do a one-on-one. We'll navigate everything. I'll answer any other questions that you have, but we'll be able to go in depth to a lot of the modules, and you'll see how easy it is to navigate and to really connect with your students. And that's one of the advantages right now is you're gonna be able to connect. I don't know how long this is gonna go on, this whole COVID-19 thing, but you're gonna be able to teach and connect to your students using our platform.
And if we're interested, Tim, what's our next step? What's our course of action if we're interested in IKONIK right now?
Next step is just reach out to me at sales@ikonikgolf.com, and then I'll reach out to you. I'll give you a call, or I will we'll connect via email. And then when the app goes live, I'll tell you about the whole process. It's very, very simple. It's as simple as literally downloading the app. We'll walk you through the whole thing. Downloading the app, and then you take the 30-minute video, which is a part of the app. You have to look at it, watch it, and then you're live. It's that simple. But the first step, reach out to me. Again, my name is Tim Campbell, and just send an email to sales@ikonikgolf.com. IKONIK with K's.
Okay, I think those are all the questions that we have this morning. Mr. Campbell, I want to thank you for your time and expertise for coming on the Catalyst this morning and presenting on IKONIK Golf. Those of you on the call on the Catalyst that are interested, please reach out to Tim at sales@ikonikgolf.com. As usual, the Catalyst quiz and the YouTube recording of this morning's presentation will be going out in an email to every registered attendee with the YouTube link along with the link for the Catalyst quiz. Please take the quiz and submit it. A score of 70% on the quiz will earn 1 MSR credit for being on this morning's Catalyst with Tim. Want to also let everybody know that as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, we are offering Catalyst webinars every Thursday, indefinitely, basically. Next Thursday, April 30th, we've got Martin Chuck of Tour Striker Golf that's going to be on. And the following Thursday after that, May 7th, we've got Bud Garmany coming on with Garmany Golf and Travel.
Hey, John?
Yes, sir.
I have one more thing.
Yes, please. Absolutely.
Really
we got
quick.
plenty of time. We're actually ahead of schedule.
Okay.
Shoot.
You got it. So I did mention that the fees, and they are very, very small, $50 and then a couple $100 that you can take later that you don't have to. It's all deferred till 2021. I forgot to mention that also because of COVID, we're gonna give you the option of having your students be a part of your platform for free for 3 months. So you can download the app, starting May 4th when we launch, and invite your students, and we'll show you how to do that. That's an easy process, and they can use it for 3 months at no charge. And that's it.
Okay, very good. Mr. Campbell, thank you very much for being on the Catalyst webinar series. We do appreciate your time and expertise, and thanks for putting this together for us. And for everyone on the Catalyst, stand by for the quiz, and we hope to see you on the Catalyst next week with Martin Chuck of Tour Striker Golf. Thank you, everybody. Have a safe day.
Thank you.
Stay out there. Thank you, Tim. Take care, and thanks again.
Thank you. Bye-bye.